Sorry about that, guys. We had a little glitch on this end. Okay, so cool. We're all here. All right.
Oscar is
Detroit.
Where you get the Pioneer shirt? Oh, that's old Pioneer.
Yeah,
really old.
Jesus. Pioneer's cheap as shit right now. They hand out cups and bottle openers.
Yeah.
Apparently they want us to all be drunks and party.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple things. Hope you guys all got an opportunity to, what's up CC, to check out the F-150 video that we finally got up. That was the build with the Phoenix Gold Stinger and the new PAC Amp Pro. We got a great response on that. We thank you guys a lot for checking it out. So, lots of lanyards. Got a lanyard last Pioneer. Yeah, they did hand those out. Yeah. So, a couple things that we found out was that PAC Audio is no longer considered PAC Audio. They have changed their names to just PAC.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really. Kid you not. So, but apparently if you still want to find anything about them, you have to go to pac-audio.com. So there was a bit of a debate there between me and them as far as how silly that sounded. If you're going to change your name, change your URL, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? So, big thanks to them for, hey, thanks for making a video, but it's just PAC, not PAC Audio. I was like, all right, whatever. Today went up with the Amp Pro, so the actual piece of product that we got to take a look at.
Yeah.
Just see what that is.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah. The product that we sorry about that. The Amp Pro that we used in it, we shot 2 videos at the same time. We went more in depth in the Amp Pro. We didn't want to put that in with the install video because it would have had an extra 15 minutes on the video if it was long enough. And also, it's easier just to talk about the Amp Pro on itself. What's up, guys, from Dallas?
Hey, Joseph
Texas.
and David. Okay.
Hold on, I'm not ready to answer questions yet.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. YouTube mail is finally fixed, so there was a slight delay there if you guys asked questions on YouTube, but YouTube finally fixed that, so my mailbox was conveniently loaded with 150 emails this weekend that I pounded through to get everyone caught up, so that was all fun and good.
Awesome.
On a more personal note, little Fernando turned 1 this weekend.
Yes.
So Chuck E. Cheese all the way for little Fernando. Woo! That's a big moment, the big 1-year-old party at the Chuck E. Cheese's.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The cake and all that fun and excitement.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some cake.
Let's see, so what do I have? Oh, okay, so funny thing happened on the F-150 video, real quick, and then we'll get into the, hey Dad, what are we having for dinner? Food. What else? Eat some base in an 09 F-150. Okay, well.
Okay, so.
So there was a debate on the F-150 video that I found amusing and left up. Normally I kind of curate those things. As long as there's no cussing and no hateful speech, then I'll leave them up. But the person made a comment about, hey, just change the radio. It's a 2016 Ford F-150 with the 8-inch
Sony
sync system.
The sync system, yeah.
That radio is not coming out of that car for anything.
Yeah.
It's and this kid clearly didn't understand that, and everyone tried to correct him. He thought he'd just take it out, put a $300 Pioneer in there, and you're rocking. The dash kit for the non 8-inch touchscreen, which we have a video coming up with probably next week, is $250. And that's if you just have. So it was funny to think that it's like, no, some of these. The whole point behind the Amp Pro is that these cars, you can't take these radios out. They're there forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was funny. I mean, and thanks to you guys out there for kind of trying to school this kid and like, no man, even if you went with like an 8200 and an iData piece, you still need a dash kit. So,
yeah.
What's the knockout for
Right.
RCA side? Okay,
Right,
Amp Pro
what
fiber optics. Yes, it's for fiber optics for a touch link interface. Okay.
Okay, so Brian Hamilton, how many Honda USB and aux have you guys converted?
Every single one that comes through the store, about 100.
Okay.
And I give all the circuit board back, so I don't have an exact count, but yeah, we everyone that comes through, yeah, we do it.
Joseph and David say hello
And it
from
sucks.
Dallas, right?
Hey.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Haley, what are we having for dinner?
You know, back to Dallas. My Corey
Yeah.
is a big Dallas fan, and Cowboys.
Hello.
And his joke is, do you know why they have a retractable roof over the stadium?
No way.
So that God can watch his team play.
Yeah.
So that's my only Dallas joke. Okay, go on.
Okay, need some bass in a 2009 F-150. I was recommended to Soundways and you guys. Decisions.
You know, the easiest thing for that is just to come by and see what we can do for you. I mean, an F-150 is a pretty simple car to put some bass in. So, I mean, you know, you have a lot of room underneath that seat. I think we've done 410s. I know we've done 210s, 212s. I don't know what you have in mind, but, I mean, you know, obviously that's something you want to come in and let us talk to you about and see if there's something we can do for you. I mean, that's really the only thing I can say about that. We do a lot of F-150s. That's what we were just talking about is the video on the F-150.
Yeah.
So it's a very common car. Okay, next question.
There you go. CC from Montserrat. Say hi.
Hi, Cece. Wow. Where the heck is that?
UK.
Is it? I don't know. Okay, go on.
Anyway, Tony Robertson. Good evening from UK. There you go.
Tony.
Hey, Tony. That's Tony.
I think you've been on every show.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah,
you've seen every show, man. Thank you very much.
Eric. Hi, guys. Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Ben. Only from...
It's got to be.
Okay.
Where's it from?
So,
What's his name?
I don't know. Ben.
Ben?
Yeah.
Is it a question?
Only from NZ. Lunchtime.
New Zealand?
New Zealand,
New
probably.
Zealand, maybe?
Yeah.
Lunchtime. Yeah, well, it would be Tuesday there, I believe, already. So, yeah, could be lunchtime.
Where's the
Say hi to the hobbits.
Okay, Mark, where's the knockout square for an RCA?
Oh, yeah, that was the Toshlink. They make a Toshlink interface for it so that, yes.
Can you provide the link and the material you use in the amp?
Yeah, the Sintra stuff that we use. I know the manufacturer has a link. The place we get it from is a local place here called Farco. The other thing, too, to keep in mind is that sign shops in your area all use half-inch Sintra of some sort. Mm-hmm. It's basically a blown PVC. We have a fast signs in our plaza, so along with us buying our 4x8 sheets from Farco, any scrap that they have, which they usually have some really nice scrap, we get. So if you're just looking for a small 2x4 foot piece, and obviously you don't have a plastic place in town, check out a sign shop. They usually have that stuff laying around too. You might be able just to pick up a, like a small piece for doors and stuff like that. Relatively inexpensive because it's scrapped for them. So check that out.
Okay, Oscar, what's the more expensive subwoofer that you guys have?
The most expensive subwoofer?
Just curious. Yeah.
Obviously we stock, I think up to T1s. We used to stock up to T2s. We stock the Hertz subwoofer, which is their higher end subwoofer. We don't stock the Millie. Obviously, if we can get anything Audison makes because we're an Audison dealer, and we could go all the way up to a T3 if we wanted to.
Yeah.
The biggest woofers we carry are definitely going to be the Scar woofers. We stock all the way up to the ZX series Scar woofer. Mm-hmm. So,
but the expensive ones,
it's all relative. I mean, it's kind of one of those loaded questions. Go ahead.
if I replace my stock speakers, will sound better keeping my stock radio?
It depends on what kind of car you have. For example, we just got done doing 2 Nissans today. One, we put a full 5-channel system in and replaced them all with Rockfords. Every speaker in that car was a 2-ohm speaker. If we would have just replaced the speakers, kept the factory deck, we would have gone from a 2-ohm speaker to a 4-ohm speaker. He would have had half the power. It would have sounded like crap. So you have to figure out, depending on the type of car, a lot of these newer Japanese cars have 2-ohm speakers. If you just buy any speaker and put it in, no, it's not going to be very satisfying. If it's a standard 4-ohm speaker, just replacing the speaker, as long as it's not like a Bose, an Infinity, any premium sound, then yeah, it's going to definitely improve the sound in the car. So like if you got a Ford Explorer, just an example, with a factory crappy Ford speaker in it, and you put a nice set of speakers aftermarket in there for like $80, $90, $100 a pair, yeah, it's totally going to sound better.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
We're from Illinois.
Illinois in the house.
Yeah. Oh, CC is from Caribbean.
Oh.
Caribbean soundness.
Oh, cool. Palm trees. Just like palm trees
cool.
and sand and crappy and hot, sticky weather, just like us.
What's up from Nebraska? Pretty cool.
Hey.
Smith. From good evening.
Good
from
evening.
Ohio.
Good evening.
Tony Robertson, enjoy your show. 11:30 p.m.
Have a good night, man.
That's awesome.
Have a good night. I'll be thinking
Yeah.
about you at our 11:30 p.m.
Okay.
while I'm still up answering emails. Okay.
Haley say Drisky.
Hi, Drewski. That's the coach.
Drisky say hi.
Hi, Drew.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi
by
from
the way, you're
Portland.
number one in my book too. Go ahead.
Wow. Okay.
Apparently, he thought I was my wife.
Hi
Anyways.
from Portland.
Hey.
Can you put 6-inch screen radio in the hybrid Camry?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. If you go to two websites, obviously you can check to see if they make a dash kit for the hybrid. One is going to be www. We'll just assume that Metra, METRA online.com and bestkits, bestkits.com. Those two sites are the sites you want to go to see if they make a dash kit for your car. Metra will be more specific. It'll ask you make, model, year, hybrid, all that stuff. If Metra has it, check see if Best Kits has it, because the Best Kits will look nicer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to replace a single DIN Eclipse on the BMW 325 modified in Japan. Recommended. Any Pioneer said they can do the same like the 7800 BT.
Okay.
With the iSimple Media Links cable that can give me navigation when I connect my iPhone or any other last Pioneer product.
No, those all work. We have several videos up. We have the 7800, 6800 video up showing where we hook up the iSimple Media Links to screen share your iPhone. iPhones are great for screen sharing because it's just a cable, plug it in, and it works. So yeah, any one of those will work fine. They all have the inputs for it.
Okay, Eric.
And they're nice and clean and flush in the dash.
Eric, I have a 2016 Honda Accord Sport. Cool.
2016 Honda Accord Sport.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna replace the radio.
I hope not.
Or speakers.
The only dash kit for that's terrible right now. Keep the radio. If it has the premium sound system in it, you can actually tap in and get RCAs right out of the radio. That's what I recommend doing.
Okay, so hey guys from Dallas as well. I enjoy your videos. I have a small system in my own. I have Planet Audio 212s. Yes, 1800 Planet Audio.
We sell Planet Audio.
Yeah, it's good. Archie Amp. It's good.
Cool.
Hello.
Thanks for watching. Definitely. We appreciate it.
I having lunch and we're while watching your videos. That's awesome. Michael.
I haven't even eaten lunch yet. It's 6:30 here. I totally forgot about. Oh no, we did eat lunch. We had Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Gabby brought Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Gabby. Thank you,
You're
Gabby.
sitting there going, I'm so hungry. I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I not hungry? I didn't eat my protein bar.
Yeah.
My shitty sawdust bar. Go ahead.
Okay, Jacob, do you have a video on how to wire a relay?
Yes, we have several in the Install Bay videos on how to wire. There's, I believe, 2 different relay videos on Install Bay, or from the Install Bay. If you can't find them, just go to any one of our YouTube videos, type the question, do you have a video on a relay, and tonight when I see it, I will put a link to that. But if you want to browse through our playlist called From the Install Bay, they're going to be there.
Yep. Anthony, how can I become a car stereo installer?
That's a great question, and you know what? I think we'll save that for a question of the week.
Yeah.
Yes. How to become a car stereo? That's a great question.
Anthony, stay tuned for that question.
Yeah. It's actually really hard, which is sad because there's a lack. We're a dying breed. There's not many car stereo installers anymore. But no, that's a great question, and yeah, we're gonna make that a question of the week for sure. So the next couple weeks.
William, hey, what's up, brothers? Really enjoy the install that you guys did in my Z. Awesome job.
And it's what?
The Z.
Oh, the Z.
The 350Z.
Yeah. Yeah, the last week. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. We should have filmed that.
I know, right?
We were so busy. Tax season.
Okay, Mark, do you guys install remote starts and alarm? So videos?
We do and we don't. We do if you have to. I'm not a fan of them. Here in Florida, we don't do a lot of remote starts because we don't get cold. We just get hot. And I even though like my car has one, and it's funny, it's like I don't remote start it to cool it down because it's utterly pointless. I just do it to let the engine warm up, or idle down as it would. So we don't do a lot of them. So I'm not an expert in the field. So I don't want to go against these guys up north. that'll just be like, oh man, install 50 remote starts in a day.
Okay, hello, Chris. What type of tech flex do you use on the installs? I see several versions on the website. So
that is a great question, and honestly, I don't know an answer for it because we order most of that stuff from Amp of America, which is Pack Stinger, Best Kits, all that. They have a catalog, and I just say send me black half-inch Chinese finger torture.
Yep.
There's, for the most part, it's all the same. Some of it is easy cut. Some of it is like the melting cut, which we put the video up where we have the hot knife that we cut through it. So yeah, you know, I've been looking at a lot of it on Amazon because you can buy 50 yards of it or 50 feet of it pretty cheap. I'm gonna buy just a bunch of it off of Amazon and just kind of figure out what works best. But even there, they don't really tell you what it is. So I wish I had an answer. But no, yeah, they keep sending, you know, the company keeps sending me emails. I'm like, I don't know what I need. You know, it all looks cool.
All right. So what do you have for lunch today?
I had a grilled chicken sandwich on a wheat bun, plain, just so it was bun and a grilled chicken piece of meat, and that's it.
From where?
Chick-fil-A.
Haley had Chick-fil-A today.
Of course she had Chick-fil-A today. Haley has Chick-fil-A every day. And waffle fries, because, you know, what the hell.
I love the waffle fries, man.
Who doesn't love Chick-fil-A waffle fries? Are the best.
Wait, rise. Damn, man. Now I want Chick-fil-A.
I know, right?
The shirt's coming soon?
You know, it's funny. I sat in front of my computer all day yesterday because I had to stay at home for one reason or another, and I was editing all day yesterday, and I was sitting there and I was like, why am I editing? I should be designing shirts. And by the time I realized that, it was already too late. So give me 2 weeks. Let me see where I'm at in 2 weeks. So I know, but give me 2 weeks, and hopefully I'll have something on the shirts.
I was talking to you guys last Monday about upgrading my speakers in my Toyota Sienna. Now the driver speaker... Yeah, the driver door speaker is not working. I'm thinking about this. You mean the speaker's gone? Probably.
Yeah, okay, did you install them yourself? And if so, pull it out and see if it works. I'll give you a quick, okay, so tomorrow's video that we're posting is a tools from the install bay.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's the pack tone generator.
Yep.
Okay, so check out this video we have going up tomorrow. It's a tool that is just, every installer should have this tool. It's a cheap tool, and it is awesome for fixing or diagnostic work.
Yeah.
So
well, DIY
definitely
installers. Yeah,
well, I've got 3 of them, so I mean, shit.
Oh,
I don't know.
me.
Slow down, Mr. DIY guy. And you got one too, so.
Anyway, Jacob, thank you. Definitely, we're looking for those videos. Okay. Tony, what's the best factory head unit do you have come across?
The best factory head unit?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Yes, the best factory head unit.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounding? None. Performance? I mean, a lot of the new 2016-17 stuff is really impressive. I mean, like the Sony system we were just talking about. It does everything. I mean, my dad's Explorer does everything. My wife's Rogue has the 360 drop-down camera, and I'll never take that out of the dash, ever.
Yeah.
You know, it's got Bose. I'll get an interface into it. And
you say Corey?
Corey, hey Corey. I mean, at the end of the day, like the Amp Pro idea is as long as I can get that 5 volts of full frequency out of a radio with no noise, what else? Why do I need a radio? Why do I need a radio? It's just silly.
Okay. So, Tim, what's up, guys?
Hey!
Tim.
Tim the Tool Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Tim?
Tim's the dude, man.
Okay.
He's a long-time YouTuber.
Justin, what are the best sneakers on 2017 Mustang?
Speakers?
On the rear.
Did you say sneakers or speakers?
No, he put sneakers. I'm assuming
speakers.
that it's speakers.
I'm like, I don't wear sneakers. I wear
I know,
these silly
right?
things.
Oh, I wear sneakers.
He wears sneakers. I wear these.
Yeah. That's weird gloves for the feet.
Yeah, gloves for the feet. Yes.
Yeah.
5-toe shoes. The best speakers for a Mustang. Depends. If you just want loud, check out the Punch. Rockford Punch are really nice. If you want something that sounds amazing and you're not going to, well, yes, that's also very loud. If you're just using deck power, check out the Kenwood Exelons. Those are really nice too. Alpine S-types sound great. If you got the budget, go for the Focal or the Audison Prima. The Audison Prima will work awesome off of small amounts of power and give an amazing sound. They're also very pricey. So,
all right. So Ross, Soundstage design. Do you personally think rear speakers are necessary?
Yes.
If no one is right in the back.
Yes. And okay, my thought on soundstage, which we actually today we spent like an hour tuning that the Nissan only for the guy to go, oh yeah, that sounds good, man, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. I don't have time right now.
I gotta go,
Bye.
man. Thanks,
go.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem. Hey. So I have Vibrams as well. Yes, I'm addicted to Vibrams. But anyways, here's the deal. This sounds great. However, when it just stops here, to me it doesn't sound natural. I might be older that way, but I like just a little bit of something coming behind my head to finish off, to make the sound kind of do this, to bring it more up and around. I know a lot of people don't feel that way. I'm not one of them. I like a little bit of rear
Justin,
fill.
speakers.
So yeah, I feel that the rear speaker is necessary. It's really unfortunate that like these guys that do network mode totally lose the speaker. It kind of sucks. Now the car that that sounds amazing is the 350Z or the 370Z with no rear fill. It sounds amazing. We love doing those in network mode because the car's so small. The window's right there. Hell, the tweeter actually radiates off the rear speaker to give you fake rear fill. But I like rear fill. I mean, I'm call me crazy.
All right, Sherman. Hi guys, I have a 2800 BS. I'm building my system. Well, I need to be a crowd. What are you doing?
He's asking socks with Vibrams. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they're called InGens. InGens? Go ahead, keep reading.
Okay, so I have my 2800. I'm building my system. Will I need like a crossover or preamp?
No, the 2800 has a 13-band EQ. It has front-rear sub crossover with 7 or 8 different crossover points that are 6, 12, 18, and 24 dB. If you haven't checked out check out our video on the 2800's audio systems. I believe it's called like 2800 standard mode or something like that. We go through all the cool things that it has. It's got 4 volts of preamp output. There's no reason to put an EQ on it. I don't know why people do other than they just want knobs.
Yeah.
It's utterly silly.
Alright, so Mr. Griffin, what do you guys think about digital design subwoofers?
Yes, they are focals by my left. These? Yes.
Yes,
they are. Those are focal access.
Yeah.
Those are Rockfords. Those are kickers.
What do you think about digital design?
Digital design, I've never ever had. I love their Daredevil logo that they totally ripped off. But I have never actually physically seen a piece of digital design equipment.
Lalo, ¿qué onda, wey? ¿Qué tranza, Lalo? Yeah, just
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Cool, thanks, Justin. Eric, any recommendations to upgrade 2016 Honda Accord sport speakers?
Focals. I don't know. I mean, focals are awesome. I mean, just like the other question, it really comes down to budget. What is in there from the factory? Does it have the factory premium sound? Has it got the tweeter in the dash? What is your budget?
What is your budget?
Budget is key. If you say I have this amount of money to spend, not that I'm the sales guy by no means. I know zero for pricing. I can just say the more money you put into a speaker, the better it's going to sound. That's that. There are no cheap, good sounding speakers. There's just cheap speakers that sound okay. So even with deck power, if you it's kind of shining a turd, but yeah, it's a 2016. You're not gonna keep that radio forever. Buy the best. Always buy the best that you can afford in life. Period. Okay. Don't go crazy, but buy the best that you can afford.
Okay, Christopher. Best setup for a single cab Chevy truck.
Best what?
412. Best setup.
Oh, best setup.
Yeah.
Single cab.
Single cab. 412s or 610s?
412s. Not a fan of 369 type of installation. Unless you're going to do a blow through and you're going to go with several amplifiers, because 6 doesn't create the 6 sub application doesn't create the right ohm load, so you'd either have to do like 3 amps or have some funky ohm load, not get the power out of the amplifier. So always do multiples of 2, 4, 6, 8, or if you're going to do something like 6, go with 3 amps. So I would do 412s.
I have a 2000 Silverado 1500.
Yep.
Yeah. With the Pioneer 5800, are replacing the factory speakers worth it without the amps?
Yes. Oh my God, when you see those cheap piece of crap GM speakers they use, they're paper cone plastic speakers. They're horrible.
Which one do you recommend?
Depends what kind of music you listen to. So you got to kind of give us a little bit of what type of music you listen to, because each speaker has its own characteristics of sound. So let us know what type of music you listen to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Are those vocals by the shoulder?
Yes.
They are. LOL. Toe socks. Okay.
Toe socks. Engine.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh
they're
my
engine
God.
toe socks. Yes, I have a bunch of them. Because, okay, when I'm working, I wear the socks because it's all day on your feet sweat. On the weekends and at night, I don't because I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Plus, I wear them when I run.
A lot of information.
Sorry. Hey, yes, man. You know,
Okay.
It ain't always got to be about car stereo, Fernando. Could be
Michael.
about Dean's crazy footwear.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, Michael, what do you guys think about the new Lincoln Continental 16 speakers audio? Wow.
I haven't seen one other than the commercial with that guy, that actor that just is the total biggest tool in the world.
Ah, that's pretty good. When he jump in the water. No.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of manufacturers are coming. I mean, let's be honest. Mercedes-Benz and Infiniti and Lexus have been doing these giant sound systems for years, and to the average guy, they sound great. The problem is it's a 2016 stereo. So by the time that car trickles down to where the person that wants to modify it gets it, those speakers are shot. So that 2016 around 2020 is going to sound like hammered dog poo.
Yeah.
So that's really when we're going to worry about that car. It's very rare that you're going to get a guy with a 2016 that wants to rip all that stuff out and put better speakers in it. But if he does, chances are good he's willing to spend the money that it's going to take to make it work. And that's really what that comes down to.
Okay, so Chris, I'm planning to sound in the car as well. But what do you think, or what is your opinion of the bomb map, the speaker baffles?
Oh, the boom mat?
No, the bomb.
Oh,
It's like a speaker baffle.
oh, speaker baffles. I really don't use them that much.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people live and die by those foam baffles. Okay. Apparently up north, foam baffles are very popular because of the cold weather and the snow and all that crap. Even though we get a shit ton of rain down here, very rarely do we ever run into an issue.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with using the foam baffles. We don't use them. Personally, I would use the, what are those called? Fast rings.
Fast rings.
With the inside foam gasket and the acoustic plug in the back.
Yep.
If you're worried about stuff coming down the door, that foam ring will, of course, it'll roll off of that. And that acoustic plug in the back, along with Dynamat in the door, sounds way better. So I would strongly recommend looking into the fast rings.
There you go. Klein, he listens rock.
Listen to rock.
On
That
the
makes it
cab.
simple.
Yeah.
You're going to want to look at the
Punch.
Hertz High Energy or the Rockford Punch.
Yeah.
Both of those will take an amplifier and also work off deck power until you do and sound amazing.
Yeah, they do. Worst tool you ever bought to use in the install?
Worst tool? Shit, even a hammer is helpful. I don't know,
I don't know.
I mean, I bought some cheap shit that just like breaks. Like I got a pair of flush cut zip tie cutters right now that I hate because like they're just cheap. I know what it is. I had a digital multimeter that I had for like 10 years. Loved this thing. It was awesome. And when I was working at the other shop, I needed a multimeter now. So I ran down to the store and to Sears. And I bought like a $30 multimeter.
Okay.
It was the biggest piece of shit. And I had to rock that thing for like a year and a half because I didn't have any money to buy a better one. But in a professional world, I mean, it's made for a consumer that doesn't use it every day. But I mean, dude, the leads died in like a week. And that's where, buying tools, sometimes you learn the lesson of, like right now, all we use is fluke meters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's worth the money. If it's something you have to use every day, you want to buy the best thing possible. Now, when it comes to like screwdrivers, screw that shit. I go to Harbor Freight and buy all the screwdrivers they got.
Screw that shit.
Yeah. Wrenches. I have the whole Pittsburgh tool wrench set, man. I went in there and bought every freaking wrench they had. The lady's like, "What are you doing?" I got like 50 pounds of tools in my hand because I was too dumb to get a card. I'm like, I don't know, lifetime warranty. Rock on, baby.
Biggest tool in the world.
The biggest what?
Tool.
Who?
In the world. Tony
Oh.
Robertson.
Oh, biggest tool?
Yeah.
Who were the biggest tools?
Probably.
No, I don't rate it as a tool.
I have a 2013 Mazda MX-5.
Yep.
What door speaker would you recommend for a good all-around?
Does it have the Bose
Speak
system?
Plus.
Does it have Bose? Do you say anything about Bose?
No, he don't say nothing about the Bose.
You know, if it doesn't have the Bose system and you want an all-around speaker, a speaker we don't really talk about much is the Alpine R-Type speaker. The Alpine R-Type speaker is a really great speaker when you have a guy that comes in and is like, I don't really have this box that I put my sound into. I'm really broad. It has a silk soft dome tweeter. It has a neodymium magnet, so it fits in almost anything. And it just has a great sound that is very flat on characteristics. Which you're saying, well, that kind of sucks. But no, the reason why that's good is because then you can put that into a car, apply a little bit of EQ to it, and it takes the EQ and will do whatever you want. So it's like a white canvas for a painter. The R-Type is great for that. Anytime we have a guy that's just like all over the board, we just put him in an R-Type, we go into his car, we let him play some of his music, we tweak the EQ a little bit, and it's, oh, this is awesome.
So he has a double DIN Pioneer AVIC 6000.
Who, the Mazda guy?
The Mazda guy, yeah.
Oh, so there you go. I mean, you know, like, look. This speaker behind my shoulder here, Focal. Okay? It's an expensive speaker, but they sound so good.
Yeah.
Okay? I can't hammer this home enough. Money equals better sound. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and anyone that argues that point, you know, oh, well, I can find XY brand on the internet that everyone gives glowing reviews to. No, man. No, it ain't gonna happen. Find some place that has them and listen to them, or somebody that has them. If you're in a forum or whatever, somebody's gonna have some Focals or some Hertz or some Illusion Audio or some insert crazy European, some Frog Audio, Hybrid. These are all brand names of speakers that are just awesome. But they also come at a price. So if we're not looking at crazy price points, those Alpine R-Types are great speakers for that.
Yeah.
Because you can get those relative and they will sound great.
Yes, sir.
You will not be not happy.
Can you make a video about the difference between the sound deadening? We only care.
We really just carry the roadkill stuff.
Yeah.
I would love to make that video.
If somebody send us.
So funny part. On the back door of our install bay, we have 3 samples of sound deadening because they were scraps that we got when reps would come in and they'd be like, our sound deadening's the best. It'll stick to anything. It won't, you know, and I was like, oh, so stuck it on the door. They've been on the door for 5 years now, okay? The same 3 pieces. One's Roadkill, one's Dynamat, and one is another expensive brand. I have no idea what it is. They've all been up there for 5 years, and in our building, the sun really hits them for 5 to 6 hours a day. And I didn't clean the door. It's some white ash paint steel door that, I mean, you could do this and your finger comes off white. Yeah. And I just looked, boom, stuck them on there.
It's still there.
All 3 of them are the same.
Yeah.
They haven't peeled off. They haven't shrunk. They haven't withered. It's all the same shit.
Yeah, still there.
You know?
Yeah.
Just buy what you like, man. You know.
All the same.
But buy a brand, but just don't go crazy.
Yeah. Is there any factory head unit that you will change?
What is there a factory head unit that you wouldn't change of choice? Yeah, like I said, you know, like my wife's Rogue stereo, this thing does everything. I mean, it literally does everything.
Like the F-150,
I would never change it. I'd never change the F-150. If I had a brand, like the first brand new GMC pickup truck we had come in, the guy had the loaded GMC. This thing has like 4 USBs, 2 power ports for AC, Wi-Fi,
I think it
CarPlay.
have the HDMI.
It may have had HDMI.
Yeah.
I mean, when the backup sensors go through the butt in the seat, it vibrates left and right depending on what side of the car is close. There's no reason in the world to change that thing out. It does everything. It just sounds like shit. So that's the problem. And as long as these radios sound like shit, we're cool with that because we can always fix sounding like shit.
Steven, I have a 2011 RAC4
Bass.
And I need to help to pick in tweeters.
What kind of tweeters are you interested in? Do you want really stupid loud tweeters, or do you want something smooth and dreamy?
And what kind of radio you have? Klein, thank you guys. You guys are great.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We caught up all those questions?
We got it all.
Really?
Yeah, man.
We didn't miss any?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed. Good job. All right.
Woo!
Yeah, take a break. Get a breather in there. What time is it? I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, it's up here. 7:09. All right, cool. A couple more minutes. I'm gonna break out of here. Anything stick out with you this week? Last week?
No, actually, you know, we just have the party for Sebastian.
What did we film last week? What was that car that we filmed? Oh, the Toyota. Ugh. Oh, I didn't call. I had to call iData today. Damn it, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, we have the Toyota.
Yeah, we just shot a video on a Toyota Corolla 2017 with the new DMX Rough Rider.
Well, the picture it's in the.
Oh, did you put up the picture on Instagram?
Facebook.
Oh, it's on Facebook.
Yeah, and Instagram.
It was funny too because we did a 2017 Toyota Corolla and it took all day because we shot it and all that fun shit.
Yeah.
Well, it did take all day. It took like 3 or 4 hours. And then the first question I get when I got home was, "Hey, can I put a rating on a 2017 Toyota Corolla?" I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
We did it today.
Yeah. Check our Facebook.
Yeah,
the picture is there.
It was like, yeah.
With the new Kenwood DMX, right?
Yeah, the DMX. Yeah, the new DMX.
7704.
Dude, so these kits come painted. Like today we did the Nissan, and the kits come painted, and so they wrap them in microfiber cloths before they ship them out. So we get these nice kits,
Actually,
and they come.
That was pretty good.
They come in these nice microfiber cloths, so after we get done, we got our fingerprints all over it. We can actually just wipe the whole kit down.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I replaced the stock speakers. Do I need an amp for it? He's the Toyota? No, the Honda. Honda Accord. Yes. Eric, if you want to make it loud, yeah.
I mean, if you're just looking to improve the sound and get a little better quality out of it, you don't necessarily need an amplifier. If you want to make it louder, then by all means add the amplifier. The amplifier is just there to make the speakers louder. If that's really what it comes down to most of the time. I mean, you'll get a little bit of bump depending on as far as sound goes, just because like most factory speakers don't have tweeters, or they just have really crappy tweeters. So you'll get a nice clear sound. What we've noticed a lot of the times is that the big secret is all these speaker manufacturers make subwoofers. So when they make these, they don't put a lot of bass in them. So what we find is when you replace the speakers, you immediately are going to want to add some form of subwoofer because you want to bring back in the bottom end, because these have a stronger mid-range sound that the factory speaker is lacking. So should you amplify it? It's up to you. I like to baby step some of these installs, so I'll tell people, put them in, see how it sounds. If it sounds good, you're done.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, add the amplifier.
Yeah. So Dante, hey guys, I was just about to ask a question about the Toyota.
Which one?
The Toyota.
Oh, the Corolla?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We filmed it, so at some point in the next month or so, we'll have it edited. And
okay, Steven, for the tweeters, I have the factory set up, everything right. I'm starting with the speakers and tweeters. I got everything Rockford. I'm trying to keep everything Rockford.
Oh, then, yeah, that's easy
and
enough.
Also, do you recommend any shops around PA, Western? That's Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Western Pennsylvania.
Okay.
No, I don't know anybody up there. I know Dave in Ohio, but that's a drive. I don't know anybody in Pennsylvania. But yeah, no, the Rockford Punch Series speakers are great if depending on how much power you plan on adding. The power, of course, are the best. We sell a ton of Punch speakers. They're great for rock. Oh my God, they're great for rock. Just like the car we were tuning today. And okay, big secret: if you want the front stage to be a little bit louder, don't buy the components. Buy the separate Punch tweeter, and then buy the coaxial Punch mid-range. That way you have 4 tweeters up front instead of just 2. Okay, and if with rock, oh yeah. Now, the secret is to don't put the tweeters at 0 dB, because you're going to get a crossover and it's going to give you a choice of -4, -2, or 0 dB. Always put the tweeters at the first negative setting, so like a -2. Don't run the tweeters at 0. There's no reason to do that. It's not necessary. It's great for on a display board, but it sucks in a car. They'll be plenty bright, so run them at -2. Secret out. Next.
Yeah, okay, Gary. I'm installing the wire ferrules.
Yes.
What kind of crimper do you use for the 4-gauge or bigger wire?
We don't. We let the amplifier crimp it when we slide it in.
I have the tools for the smaller ones.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the bigger ones like that, I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually crimp them. I don't think they make a crimper for that, not least one I've been able to find. And even if I did, it would probably be $1,000 because those crimpers are stupid money. But yeah, no, we just let the amplifier crimp it down inside the sleeve. It does a nice little You know, they're one and done. So you know, once it's in and it's crimped, if we have to take it back off, remove the ferrule, put a new ferrule on, and recrimp it.
Yeah, Dante.
Or rescrew it.
Dante, cool. Just got home. Gonna take a watch after the stream. For the Toyota's not up yet, right?
No, the Toyota won't be up for probably a month.
So sorry.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be there.
We just shot it Saturday, so
Yeah.
it's in the rotation. We have a dozen or so videos. Well,
edited and all that stuff.
Yeah, so it just gets put in the rotation.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to tease you with that. Sorry.
In the last 10 years, where has been the biggest advance overall? Investment or advancement? Advancement.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Advancement. You know, that's a wonderful question, and actually that's funny you should ask, because that's one of the...
Tony.
Yeah, Tony. That's a great question, because actually one of the questions that we want to ask when we start interviewing all our reps and salespeople and industry people is, what do they feel is the biggest thing that has come about? For me personally, just to bring these features down to a level that there really hasn't been anything amazing. I mean, CarPlay is cool, but I don't really consider it our advancement. I consider that us being lazy and letting another industry influence our industry. So even though Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are probably the coolest thing out right now, we had nothing to do with it. You know, so it's rough to say that, hey, there really isn't anything that's amazing. I mean, I got to be honest. Speakers are speakers. They ain't changed shit. You know, all these guys have managed to do is make these things cheaper. Yeah, I'm not honestly thrilled by anything. I mean, I kind of grim that way, I guess. Okay, but my personal favorite thing right now is the Amp Pro style, not just the pack piece. I'm excited about the iData link. I honestly, probably if I was really, I would give it to the iData link with that interface, being able to retain the factory features. But there again, that's a Band-Aid. That's not really, it's a necessity. It's not anything that was like, oh my god, this is so freaking cool. So, I don't know, sorry.
Alright.
Go ahead. Sorry, I made it long.
So basically, you will recommend to the newer car, take the stereo out. But the older car, yes, because the Kenwood Pioneer, they give you like closest of the new ones.
Okay, so just like we were talking about the Camry we just did.
Yeah.
It was in 2017.
Backup camera.
What was the Nissan this year?
2015.
Was it 2015?
Yeah.
The Highlander we did in that video was a 2017.
Yeah.
I have no qualms with taking any touchscreen out of a dash. I would much prefer to take that POS out of the dash. It's just depending on the criteria for what you're trying to do. Like, it's my wife's car. She's never going to use any... her previous car, I put an Apple CarPlay radio in it, put the app radio in it. Mm-hmm. She's never used any of those features. She just wants to make calls and have something tell her how to get there. So really, it's one of those things where we just... If I'm doing it, I want to pull that thing out, or I want to get the cleanest signal out of that as possible. So, like, I've been rocking my factory radio for 7 years, because it does everything I need it to do for my purpose. But now that I'm actually hopefully going to have time to put the Kenwood in, no, it's got to go, because I want to expand on, now that CarPlay's out and things like that, and it's a solid platform and I'm happy with it, I want to upgrade that. So yeah, the radio is going to be the first thing to go. It really just comes down to your necessity. You know, we get a lot of people in here with the Toyotas that are like, hey, cool, it's a Toyota, it's got all these features. Yeah, but it sounds like crap.
Yeah.
If I can't make it sound good, it's got to go.
Just take it out.
It's got to go. So I guess I could say that. If I can't make the factory radio sound good, it's got to go. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So, reason you feel the installer are dying breed.
Recently, do you feel installers are a dying breed?
Dying breed.
Does it say recently?
Yeah.
Reason. Reason why I feel installers are a dying breed.
Yeah.
Because, okay, when I started installing, there was nothing to do. The internet didn't exist. In 1990, if you go and look at what's going on in 1990, there was internet, but it was like no one had it until Al Gore decided to invent the internet. That's a joke. So there wasn't a lot of things to do back then, and audio was a great escape. As if you ask people from the hippies from the 70s, oh, bro, man, when I used to sit there and listen to Zeppelin, it was so awesome on my turntables. So I mean, that's why I got into audio, because it was just really cool. Oh my God, I can make my car just vibrate all over the place. Oh, so neat. Piss people off. It was something fun to do. It was either that or sit at home and drink or do drugs. Because those have been around forever. So it was a great way to spend money, and there wasn't a lot to focus our time on. Now, between video games, the internet, YouTube, I have a 17-year-old daughter. She just watches YouTube all day, okay, and plays soccer. That's it. That's all she's into, and that's great. But now there's so much of a distraction, and plus, they're lazy. They don't want to do shit. People are afraid to take stuff apart. I mean, when I was a kid, you gave me something, I took it apart. Very few people do that anymore. Yeah. Things are disposable. You don't take anything apart. So I don't know. I don't know why this industry, people don't want to be installers anymore. Now, that's that side of things. The other side of things comes down to the owners of the stereo shops. If you're not going to pay somebody to do this as a profession, and they can't live off of what you're willing to pay them, you're not going to get anybody. I don't know anybody that is doing this that started when I started. Okay, none of the people that were installing when I started installing are installing anymore. They're gone. They work someplace else. They don't do this for a living. They were like, this was fun. This was almost like their McDonald's high school job, or their midlife job, or their pre-real life job, and then they went off and got real jobs. I'm the only one that is still doing this. Granted, I make a decent living doing it. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, but it took me 27 years to get where I am today, to be making enough money to where it actually is worth it. But no, there's a lot of things in this industry that need to be fixed on this side. And then, of course, then you look at the owners. This is getting long, I know. You know what? I'll stop there. This is a topic that needs to be its own video. So, Next question. You get the idea.
For Tony, is there any car you won't touch?
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay. No, there's not. No. Okay, I take that back. It just depends on what you want me to do to the car. I've worked on just about every car on the road. I worked on Maseratis. I worked on Bentleys and Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Maseratis. I already said that. Aston Martins. I've done a lot of these cars because at my previous employer we did a lot of car concierge work, so we got all these nice cars in, and I've worked on all of them. I think in one of the videos I even put up a picture of me getting it on with a Lamborghini with my body into the front. It's what we did. So, no, but it just depends what you want. I'm far enough along in my career where I know what I'm capable of doing for you, and if I don't feel comfortable doing something, then I will gladly say, look, I'm not comfortable doing that to your car, and I'll recommend somebody that is. And I'll go from there. So that's my big problem, is I'm overly honest with my abilities. I know what I can do, I know what I can't do, and I'm not going to lie to anyone to make $100. It's not worth it. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. I started installing in 1991.
Yeah.
And you are 100% correct.
Yeah, couldn't make a living doing it.
Way right.
Yeah. I mean, I was at my previous employer for 21 years. I was the only one there making any money, but I was also working my ass off. I had to run the whole freaking store because he didn't really feel the need to be there as an owner. So it was like I had to order everything. I had to make sure everything was done. I had to do all the builds. I had to manage the two goofballs in the back that were my installers. So, I mean, I was killing myself. So that's why I left. I mean, that and the economy went to shit, which wasn't helping. But his biggest complaint was, I'm paying you too much. I'm like, dude, really? I mean, ramen noodles, shut the fuck up. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so do you guys wish more amps had their inputs and outputs on the same end, like Rockford Alpine versus two ends like Scar, Phoenix Gold?
Okay, so...
Wonder why more amps don't do it.
Okay, so I like to look at amps as tools for a desired task. Just like you need an Allen key to do one thing, you need a Phillips to do another. Amps with wires in different places do different things. So, for example, yes, 9 times out of 10, wire coming out of one side, like the Rockford you talked about, are great. They're awesome. However, in some situations, we have real narrow areas where we're trying to put these things, and wires coming out of the end actually works better. So that's where it's a trade-off. And what we do is, like, when we get involved in the install and we go out and we look at the car and see where predetermined, like, okay, this is what we're going to do, this is where it's going to go, and then we'll look at where we're going to put the amp and decide, okay, the wires really need to come out the ends, or the wires need to really come out forward. How big of an amp is he going to get? Like, if he's going to get a Rockford 1000 and he wants to hide it, or, I mean, sorry, if he wants a 1001 amp and he's got to hide it, then I'm going to sell him a Rockford, because I need the wires to go this way, unless it's going to have to go, like, between a something and something, and then I want him to go that way. So then I might go towards a kicker. So
depends the size.
It really just depends. We use them more as tools. I'm not a fanboy of any of them, so I just look at what I have to do, and this is what I need to do.
That's why we have a lot of stuff.
That's why we have a shit ton of stuff. We stock everything. Go ahead. Next.
That's it.
That was it? We're done?
Yeah.
I started, and you're 100%.
That's
okay,
right.
that was it? We're done?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hell, you know what? In that case, we're going to end the show this week. We've had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tuning in as usual.
See you next Monday.
See you next Monday. You guys have a great week. Hope you enjoy our videos this week. This guy will be up, of course, sometime later tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on how fast I can edit it. And, as usual, you guys have a great night, and we will see you later next time. Bye.
Bye, Tony.